Do you know who Mary Daly is? Well, if you don't, you will by the end of this video because Homegirl just helped us out big. We're going to be looking at XRP price along with volume here over the last 24 hours. These weekends are telling a story. SEC news got you covered. What about US banks coming to save crypto? Yeah, happy Saturday, everyone. Starting it off with your comments. Explore More 13 says more good news with very to little price action. I said good news for BTC and the market floor. It's sad but true. You are seeing the market floor benefit from BTC's move on the way up. Patrick somehow doesn't believe that BTC is the biggest benefiter of this. Meanwhile, Caspa's deep in the green right now. Last 24 hours still up 12%. Optimism down. XRP down 3.3%. ETH down 2.7%. BTC down 2%. Sol down almost 3%. So you got a lot of red showing up in the market, but I got some good news for you. But first, we're going to talk about the SEC. This is just something we're going to touch on really quick. It's okay to touch it. Speaking of touch it, do you want to touch it down below? I'm talking about the subscribe button. I don't know where your head went to. And if you've already subscribed, you could touch the like button. I don't know what you were talking about with touching stuff down there. This isn't my OnlyFans account. This is my YouTube account. Okay, come on now. The SEC cracks down on Van Eck for failing to disclose influencer involvement in ETF launch. Yeah, I mean, let's be real here. We know influencers, whenever they're touting a product, a token, whatever you want to call it, they're getting paid to do it, man. Like, come on now. They're by now you should get it, but you should still disclose it. And that's the big problem here, is they didn't disclose it. There's nothing wrong with having influencers like do advertisements for you. But you better tell people that they're getting paid to do those advertisements. All right. SEC pressure. Look, we need allies out there. One of the big allies to crypto is the farmers, all right? And that has to do with all these stupid green laws and regulations that the SEC wants to enforce and look over. And they're like, yo, we don't like that. Well, guess what, everyone? We've got yet now another ally. Big U.S. banks pressure the SEC to change rules so they can be custodians for BTC ETF assets. This is big. The letter said the U.S. banks are missing out on custody business from the recently approved ETFs. Banks cannot serve as asset custodians of Bitcoin because of the staff accounting bulletin guidelines issued in March of 2022. That guideline mandates banks to hold cryptocurrencies on their balance sheet. Doing this is an expensive affair and prevents them from exploring the asset custody. Now they want the SEC to modify those rules. This is very big because banks can put pressure on the SEC and say, look, dude, we know you don't like crypto, but can you help out those of us that want to play the BTC ETF action? Because you can make money selling picks and shovels in this market. And that's what they want to do here. These banks want to be custodians. What risk do custodians have? They don't, right? They don't worry. They don't give a shit if the market goes up or down. They're just there to protect your stuff. So they make money whether the market's red or green, selling picks and shovels. So this is from Mr. Eric Balchunas. U.S. banks left off key BTC ETF rules are pushing back to tweak guidance around holding digital assets. Here are some of the groups pushing to tweak these rules. Bank Policy Institute, American Bankers Association, Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association, and Financial Services Forum. A lot of support here, and it's going to put pressure on the SEC to change the rules. Do you know who this girl is? Gal? Lady? Where's my gal at? Mary Daly came out swinging, and she said, I think it's a reasonable baseline. She said, to finish the job, it will take fortitude. We need to resist the temptation to act quickly when patience is needed and be prepared to respond agilely as the economy evolves. What she's saying is there is a reasonable expectation of 3 rate cuts this year. You want bullish and boom news for the entire crypto space? Make money cheaper, and that will help this entire screen. Why? Because venture capital could get back into the projects that you love. It doesn't matter what they are. It doesn't matter if they're XRP, Solana, Caspa, Optimism. It doesn't matter. VeChain. I mean, it does not matter. That will benefit everyone because that'll make VC money cheaper. It'll make expansion and development cheaper. That is a big thing. So this lady right here is leading the public charge, setting expectations of 3 rate cuts this year. That is big, and that is more good news, which could help the entire crypto market floor. Business development would be cheaper. That is juicy stuff. So check out Mary Daly. And as always, any article you see in this video, along with all my other ones, will be linked in the description where everyone down below. We're learning on this channel. And those of you that watch, I'm very grateful and thankful for. Like we do. We learn a lot of stuff on this channel. You just got to watch the videos. You can't just look at the thumb and like watch the first 10 seconds and be like, yo, I'm a pro at this. No. You got to go from cover to cover. Take your time. Just take it nice and slow. Learn with us this Saturday. All right. One thing we don't want to learn about. Yeah, we didn't want to see this. But when you see a fairly strong rejection, and with the subsequent retest not being weaker every time, you kind of see this setting up. The thing that really triggered it for me was this. Volume, check it out. Last 24 hours, the volume is down 42%. So, volume goes down big on the weekends. That's been a huge problem. Huge problem in crypto. So, this is 42%. So, you got not much action going on, shrinkage of market cap, train left the station, melting faces. No. You need money to be cheaper to help your floor. When you help your floor, guess what? Your worst days now aren't that bad anymore, aren't they? They're actually pretty good. And when your bad days are good, that means your good days become great. So as volume drops down 42% over the last 24 hours, and we just started on Saturday, so we're eclipsing a full business day of trading. Monday, markets are closed, by the way. Stock markets, not crypto markets. We trade 24/7. We love the shit. So that's the story. Where do we hold? Okay, gonna find out. You can see if we zoom in just a little bit right here, right? We really kind of moved up from that 54-cent mark. So still early in this play. I mean, gonna see what happens. We're still up. I mean, we're still up from the 52-cent mark a few days ago. We got some good news in the pipeline. Banks are gonna come to back us up. The SEC is like, look, even if you're a BTC ETFer, can you at least play by the rules? They're like, yeah, go yourself. We'll just pay the fine. We made money. XRP holders are waiting to make money too, because other things are pumping out there. Look at Caspa, man. Caspa making another solid move. Look at that. 15.8 right now. I didn't even say XLM in the intro because it's been boring. It's always been around like 11 cents. There you go, 11.2. So there is legitimately a lot of good news down the pipe. Now, how much it's going to benefit individual tokens and coins? Well, I think we're seeing right now that there are some winners and there are some losers and there are some people going sideways. But if that floor rises because money becomes cheaper, because the SEC might start modifying some of its rules because its banking friends are like, yo, homeboy, we want to get in on this action. We don't want to touch the action. We just want to be the custody of the action. We want to make money on the sidelines. And the SEC is like, wait a minute. So you're telling me I could tell my other rich banking friends to do this and make money and not have any risk? Done. So you've got some good factors coming for crypto, which can help the floor in the long run. Mary Daly telling us, dude, she expects 3 rate cuts. And she's one of the people that votes, by the way, on what the rate decision is that we report on. And mind you, she said this after the last big macroeconomic report that we covered on here, which was CPI data. PPI data came out too, by the way. It was the next day, I believe it was. Nothing, no, it wasn't good. So we need these rate changes to happen so that the floor becomes stronger, so that even the worst performing assets, even the laggards out there that some of us love, those get some floor support as well. So good news out on the horizon. We're gaining allies. What are you fans doing today? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you cool cats later.